Philly listeners, hello. This is Brittney O'Rourke, your host of Music Talk Today, letting you know that this segment is brought to you by the Publicity and Advertising Division of American Advertising Services. For free advertising help, please give them a call at 484-562-0060. Again, for free advertising help, you can give these great people a call at 484-562-0060. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have with me an extraordinary legend here. It is not only my pleasure, but an honor to welcome Jerry Blavat, also known as the Cheater.
No, not the cheater, but the geeter with the heater.
The
boss with the hot sauce. The man with the plan to capture Brittney and take her back into the rock and roll land.
Yes! I love it. How are you feeling?
Pretty lady, you look absolutely marvelous.
Thank you.
For a girl, I wish the radio audience could see how pretty this lady is. You should be on television.
Thank you.
I'm telling you should be on TV. Beyonce's got nothing on you.
Wow, that's a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're working that out. Jerry. So I have to tell you, my first time meeting you was, I think it was last month, maybe even before that. And you were speaking as a speaking engagement, the 1968 exhibit.
Right, exactly.
I was blown away. So inspired. Well,
it's if you read the book, and that's I was there because I've written a book called "You Only Rock Once," which is now one of the best sellers. New York Times says required reading, must be reading, and we sold 20,000 copies, hard copy, and now it's out on soft paperback.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. Well, it's about America when America was young, and you could follow a dream, and you found a passion, and you moved on that. It's what you're doing right now with what you love to do.
Yes, I absolutely love it. Love it. You're all over the place and you're doing so many things. Why don't you let the people know what you got going on here this month?
Well, it's just crazy because, here we are at the middle of September and we just got off the summer season. I have a club called Memories in Margate, which was jam-packed all summer long. So we were working basically Memories in Margate for Wednesday through Sunday, and then I was doing Wildwood on Thursdays. I was doing Sayal City on Sunday, and I was doing Sugar House on a Wednesday, Valley Forge Casino on a Monday. But now the schedule will change. We'll be at the Valley Forge Casino. I'm doing one-nighters all throughout the entire week. And the book is the book is out of sight. They're talking about perhaps maybe doing a screenplay.
Wow.
On the book.
That's huge.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to finish this book?
Well, it's funny because people have been coming after me. I've been in show business since I've been 13 years of age. And when you read the book, you will see how I discovered. I came from a broken family, Italian, Jewish. My father was somewhat Jewish racketeer, the number business, loan sharking and all that. And he was being chased by the police, and he ran into a place called the Broadway Theater in South Philadelphia. My mother was a little Italian woman, come from a family of 7 children, and she's sitting there with my Aunt Philomena. And this guy sees an empty seat next to her. He jumps into the seat. And he puts his arm around her, and she smacks him. The cops don't find him because he's in this empty seat now, so they think they're together. And 6 weeks later, they run away and get married. Back in the day, in 1936, you don't marry out of your religion or your faith.
Right.
He was Jewish, she was Italian. And we were born, my sister was born in 1937. 1937, 1938, and I was born in 1940. Wow. And he was never around because he had his business on the street. And my mother took a job as a riveter in the Navy Yard. And so we'd have to be up early in the morning, and we would go to St. Monica's Day Nursery and then come home, and the house would be turned over from a bookie joint to a place where you lived at night.
Oh, wow.
So that's what the book's about how I was raised, the Italian part, the Jewish part, and how I, at the age of 13, snuck into a show called Bob Horn's Bandstand. Before Dick Clark.
Okay.
Before Dick Clark. And won a dance contest and won another dance contest. And that's how it began. I met Sammy Davis Jr., I met Tony Bennett, I met Frank Sinatra. I was Don Rickles' valet. I've been in the record business. Everything that I've done in life, it's been a passion. I never intended to be a disc jockey.
Right.
I intended to be an entertainer. And that's what I do. When you come to see me at any one of the gigs that I work at, I not only spin, but I dance. I developed the persona of the geeter with the heat of the boss with the big hot sauce back in the day because that's when disc jockeys all had a name other than just Jerry Blavant.
Right.
And it's been an amazing experience. I worked in New York. I lived in New York. I lived in L.A. I was Sammy Davis's best man. When he married out the Beast, he married her, proposed to her in my home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you read the book, Brittney,
yes,
the book is very explicit about my life and how I learned about life from the streets.
Yeah.
I talk about my experiences with the ladies that have been a part of my life, and I'm very candid about that. Yeah. I'm very candid about why my marriage broke up and how I became dear friends with Angelo Bruno's family, who I'd known all of my life. And it's just an interesting story, but it's about America.
Right.
When you were young and you didn't pick up a book to learn, you learned from living in the streets.
No Google.
No Google. No Google, man. No text and none of that, man.
Right.
It was one-on-one.
With the experience itself.
And that's what you're doing. You're experiencing it every day.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. I could just go on forever. Recent activities. You're going to be at Sugar House Casino tonight. I'm
working at Sugar House for a couple of more weeks. We've been there for 2.5 years. We're going to be going into Valley Forge because they want me to be more involved with Valley Forge. We're there on Sundays, but we'll be doing our live broadcast.
Okay.
From 5 to 7 on the stations that I'm on. I'm on Cruising 92.1.
Nice.
Between 5 and 7.
Okay.
And then we're on Cool 98.3 down at the shore between 7 and 9. And then I'm heard in Bucks County on 1490 WBCB from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Wait, Jerry. Wait. How can people keep up with you? What is your website? Do you have a Twitter?
Well, it's GatorGold.net. You can find me at GatorGold.net.
GatorGold.net.
GATOR Gold.net. Yeah.
Perfect. Do you do any of the social media stuff? Facebook?
No.
Twitter?
I have a girl that does all that stuff. But, you know, I'm telling you, my
You're a
life.
people person.
One-on-one, man.
Yes.
It's got to be one-on-one.
Yes.
I got to look in your eye. I got to see where you're at. When I look in your eye, I know you don't lie.
Right.
Okay? But on a Twitter and on a text, man, I don't know who you are.
Right.
I don't know where your heart is. You could be jiving me for days and days and days, and I don't know it. You see? So one-on-one.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell me this. I know that something that you strongly believe and a lot of people do is you never stop learning. That's the truth.
Well, you learn from day to day.
Every day.
Yeah, that's the experience of life. And that's why I do what I do. When I'm on the radio, I play my music. And when you read in the book, you will read that they tried to stop me because when I went on radio, they said, who is this upstart? I mean, these guys on WIBG, they were on a 50,000-watt station. I was on a 250-watt station. And I'm playing Chuck Berry, Fats Domino, Little Richard, The Four Seasons.
What you want to hear.
I mean, and all of a sudden, these cats that were doing record hops on this 50,000-watt station, they were getting 1,000 kids. When I came on the scene, they were getting 100 kids, and I was getting 1,500 kids. Huh. So it was the right time because I had the freedom to follow my dream. I would not let anyone dictate to me what to play. If I feel something in this heart of mine, I want to share it with the radio audience out there. Radio ain't the same. I mean,
I know.
You know, they bring a program director in from Oshkosh who doesn't know the market. And he's programming by numbers and by charts. And
not about the feeling.
It's got to be the feeling, man. I mean, if I like something, if I like it, I want to share with an audience.
Exactly. You give me goosebumps here.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the energy. So tell me something recently that you have learned. Something recent that you've learned.
What have I learned? I learned from every day, and I learned that we have to go back. I'm saddened when I see where we are today. They're no longer neighborhoods. The music is not the music which talks about love and romance and dance. It's derogatory. It's degrading for a woman.
It is.
Degrading for guys and law enforcement. And I feel badly because young people are influenced by what they see and by what they hear. And if they're hearing derogatory, bad lyrics, music that is always beefing and music that's bringing a lady down, it's not good.
What will they do? Exactly.
Not good. And I see that when I grew up, and you'll read it in the book is called You Only Rock Once. When I grew up in a neighborhood. I learned respect and dignity.
Immediately, right?
If not, you got to smack, you got to crack.
Huh.
If you were coming into somebody's neighborhood, man, and you weren't looking right, what are you doing here? You don't belong here, man.
See?
I'm here to see my aunt. What's her name? Where does she live?
Right.
Don't you think today with the dope and the drugs and the guns that the people who live in the neighborhood knows who's doing the dope and who's got the pieces next door to them?
That's right.
That wouldn't happen back in the day, man. That wouldn't happen. So that's what I learned. I learn as I live and I see. I'm saddened from what I hear. And I'm saddened that we lost the neighborhoods. We lost the neighborhoods.
Wow. And Philly's all about, neighborhoods. That's wow. We're going to take a very, very quick break, and we'll be right back with Mr. Jerry Blavat.
Into rock and roll? Then visit Philadelphia's Hard Rock Cafe. Enjoy the huge menu and especially view the memorabilia. There's the legendary Jim Morrison jacket acquired from Danny Sugarman, manager of The Doors. Then see the guitar that John Mayall created. He played with Eric Clapton. Elton John's Uncle Sam costume. Shakira's leather pants. The list goes on. Memorabilia from Jimi Hendrix and Joan Jett. Come in for lunch or dinner or enjoy a cocktail at the Hard Rock Cafe bar. The Hard Rock Cafe, 12th and Market Streets in. It's an experience. Also hosting corporate events, social gatherings, bar and bat mitzvahs. Hard Rock Cafe is COOL, cool. 12th and Market Street, 215-238-0639, 215-238-0639, 12th and Market Street in Philadelphia.
We're a Philadelphia advertising agency, American Advertising Services, and our job is to create solutions for your business problems. Do you want more customers, more sales for your products or business services? American Advertising has helped many, many area companies, large ones, small ones, family-owned firms just like yours. If you are in business and serious, make American Advertising your advertising agency. Per job assignments welcomed. American Advertising Services. We are serious about helping your business.
American Advertising Services is located at 29 Bala Avenue, Ballackinwood, PA 19004. 29 Bala Avenue, Ballackinwood, PA 19004. You can call them at 484-562-0060, 484-562-0060, 484-562-0060. It's new, a grand music venue in the heart of the main line. Now open, see the schedule of performances at www.ardmoremusichall.com. The venue is located at the legendary 23 East Lancaster Avenue address in Ardmore, once known for its musical talent. Free parking nearby. For full information and tickets, see their webpage at ardmoremusichall.com. That's ardmoremusichall.com or call 610-649-8389, 610-649-8389. That webpage again, ardmoremusichall.com.
Are you having a holiday get-together or celebration? Music can make your event. Call Music at 484-562-0067. Allow them to provide the music, a DJ, a band. Musicians are individuals, choir, or gospel. Call Music at 484-562-0067. Again, that's 484-562-0067.
The major holidays are almost upon us. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. Are you prepared for your holiday party events and other needs? Call Whims for Rent. They are a professional event planning company and can package your entire business or personal holiday event, or simply provide specific needs. They provide entertainment such as DJs or three-piece bands, Christmas carol choirs, or even Santa Claus. Other entertainment possibilities include walk-around magicians, fortune tellers, or look-alike celebrities. They aid large corporate events, smaller business attractions, and family affairs. Just tell them your goals. For a free consultation and free ideas, contact Whims for Rent at 484-562-0067. Again, that's 484-562-0067. They are located at 29 Bala Ave in Ballackinwood, Pennsylvania, or visit them on the web at www.phillybizmedia.com.
The internet today is a must for businesses and organizations to represent themselves. A must. For the generations of business owners who did not have the advantage of an internet education beginning in grade school, there is basic help. Call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060. Our organization of marketing personnel, traditional and IT, will set up basic internet advertising aids for your business or organization at a modest fee. Basics. No big deals, no big costs, just basics. Plus a free get-to-know-your-goals meeting. Call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060. That's 484-562-0060. Be with it, or else you will be out of it. Again, call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060.
Need a speaker for your business meeting, organization, social group? Need a speaker who is entertaining, informative, or both? Need a speaker who is an authority on a subject close to your interests? We provide them. We are this region's Speakers Bureau. Call us at 484-562-0067. 484-562-0067.
Hello, Philly listeners, and we are back. I am Brittney O'Rourke, your host with Music Talk, and I am here with Mr. Jerry Blavant.
Brittney, don't be ashamed. Mention Brittany's name. She looks good. She's just the same. I'm telling you, it's a shame that I can't be with Brittney all the time.
Oh! I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys have missed a great segment if you're just tuning in. Jerry is giving us all that he got, as he so often does, dropping knowledge, telling us about things he's got going on. He's at the Sugar House, but most importantly, you only rock once. He's got this book that has dropped. You guys, you've got to read it. So much knowledge, so much Jerry.
Jerry.
You're the man.
No, you know, Britt, you're young, God bless you, and I like the fact that you love what you do, and that's the secret of success in life. I mean, so many people today, unfortunately, young people, they get into something, and all of a sudden they get discouraged, and they move on to something else, and they get discouraged. You can't do that. If God has given you a talent, run with it, man. Run with it, man. And don't let anybody stop you. You're going to get knocked down.
Yes.
You're going to be. You're going to be. People are going to say, nah. No. If you got that spark, man, and I got that when I was a kid at 13, that I wanted to be in show business.
Boom.
I say in the book, and I say every time I do radio or TV, I didn't intend to be where I am right now.
See?
I didn't scheme. I didn't plan. I just did what I wanted to do.
Naturally.
I hung with older people. I hung with people smarter than me. I hung with people in show business, and I was in awe, and I learned from them. And they befriended me. You will read in the book that Sammy Davis and I, and unfortunately I zipped him up when he died May the 16th of throat cancer in 1990. But Sammy and Sinatra once said something to me which was very interesting. Somebody said to me, wow, how come Sinatra calls you matchstick and you're in his company? I mean, in the company of Earl Flynn when you were a kid, and you were Don Rickles' valet when you were 16 years old, and you were with Chuck Berry and Fats Domino. How come they embraced you? And Sammy said something to me which was very interesting. He said, when I see you, and when I work with you, and when I see you perform, I see a little bit of me in you. So another performer sees something in another performer that reminds them of themselves, and they embrace you. They embrace you, and that's what happened with my career. These wonderful people, these giants who are no longer here, embraced me. You will note that you and I have no script.
Right.
We are talking heart to heart.
That's right.
I play music from my heart, not a research chart.
Boom.
You see, and that's the name of the game.
Yes.
You see, so that's the important thing, and that's why I think for the audience out there, when you read this book, and people say, why did you write it? Because I wanted young people to know about the inspiration.
Wow.
I wanted them to know when the guy up above taps you with a certain talent, move on it, man.
Oh.
I just had a conversation with Chaz Palminteri, who's in town. He's a dear friend of mine, as was De Niro, you'll read in the book. And we were talking about the fact how fortunate and blessed we are to be in the position to be successful.
Yes.
And I said to him, the greatest thing about my success is that I'm able to share it with someone else. And he said, Geeta, that's exactly the way I feel. When you are in a position to be successful, you got to give to other people. You got to help other people. And that's the name of the game of life.
That is it.
Yep.
So that's what inspires you.
Absolutely.
love
When I see these happy faces, when I'm working, you get young people anywhere from the ages of 25 up to 95, I swear to you, who come to see me. A couple of hours, 3 hours, whenever. I see them smiling. They're dancing.
Yes.
They're happy. These older people have aches and pains and have family problems and have sadness. But when they come to see me, I am Svengali. I am the genius. I take away all of the sadness and I make them happy for that brief period of time.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Tell me this. How do you stay in such great shape? I mean, the muscles and you just spunk. Is it your diet? Do you run every morning?
No, it's I first of all, I've gone to the gym all my life. I ride a bicycle around town.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't. I only drive to come up to see you up here. I'm Center City. I'm on my bike. But I believe that God gives you the body, the temple.
Yes, and it's up to you to maintain it.
It's up to you, man, to take care of it. I drink fine wine. I love woman, wine, and song. That's what keeps me young. Woman, wine, and song, man. I mean, there ain't nothing better than a beautiful woman. There ain't nothing better than a beautiful glass of wine, sitting down, listening to music, man, and just fantasizing where you want to go and where you've been and what you're going to do.
How can we follow you if we want to know what you're about to do? Let the fans know where to find you.
Well, you know, first of all, go online and get a copy of the book, folks out there.
Yes.
It's available at barnesandnobles.com, Amazon.com, okay? You will find me all over. You will find me wherever there is a place for me to work, for people to be happy. You will find a Geeter. We're going to be doing the big show at the Kimmel Center. We do 2 shows every year.
Oh, tell us about that.
Completely sold out, 2,800 people.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. And we bring in people like Darlene Love, Jay Black. We bring in Fontella Bass. We bring in Candy Staton. We bring in the Tramps. We bring in Jerry Butler. All of the artists that contributed to the music scene.
Yes.
And at the end of October, I am hosting a Time Life Malt Shop Memories Cruise. This is my 3rd year that we do this. And we go out for 7 days, and on the cruise, people from all over the world, they come onto this cruise, and it's Frankie Avalon, it's Frankie Valli, it's the Beach Boys, it's Jerry Blavat hosting this, it's Dion.
What a good time.
I mean, this is it. So for you folks who are interested on this cruise, go to TimeLifeMaltShopMemoriesCruise.com.
Spell that for them.
TimeLifeMaltShopMemoriesCruise.com.
Boom.
Malt Shop, boom, that's it.
That's it.
MaltShopMemories.com cruise.
I love it. I love it. And when is that?
It's going to be the end of October. We go out for 7 days out of Lauderdale. I believe it's the last week into the first week. Wow. So I'm on the high seas.
So I know a lot of people say, when do you take time for yourself? When do you take a vacation? Your life is a vacation.
My vacation is seeing people happy, man. That's it. I go away. I close Memories in Margate Labor Day, and I go away out of the country. For 1 week, I swim naked in the ocean out of the country, man. Drink my wine, run on the beach, and
enjoy your life. Bring
a pretty lady with me who I love very much, and that's it.
There you go. You've got a pretty lady in your life that you love right now.
Everybody's got to have a pretty lady in their life. Gotta have
well, I don't have a pretty lady in my life.
Well, you got to get a good-looking guy.
I got that.
I love Mother Engineer over here. That's my man. He's smiling pretty good at you.
That's because he's thinking of his pretty lady. Tony's the man over there.
Look at that, my man.
Jerry, I love it. It is such a pleasure having you here with me. Tell me some more things that you have going on. I know that they're thinking, okay, I want to be here, I want to be there. It's hard to keep up with you, Jerry.
No, let me tell you. This is the deal.
What's the deal? Give it to me.
I'm going to tell you, and for you, the audience out there, remember this, okay? Stay away from negative people.
Yes.
Hang around with people smarter than you. Look them, as I said, in the eye. You will know if they're going to lie when you look at them in the eye. I came from a world, my word is my bond. It's never been about money for me. It's always been about accomplishment, because if you are truly happy with yourself, you will always make money.
That's right. It comes to you.
It comes to you. I mean, look, ain't nobody getting out alive. And you ain't never going to see a Brinks truck following a funeral procession. So just be true to you. I look at you, I see the future. Yes. I see the spark that you love what you're doing. Yes. And that's the important thing. Yes. That's the important thing.
I love it. love it, Jerry. I thank you so much.
You're the
Everything that you say, it makes too much sense. It makes too much sense. It does.
Well, so many times we get messed up with things that we think are real, and then we realize when you got them, it's not real, man.
Huh.
I mean, the real deal is giving to another human being, passing on to something.
That's
I mean,
right. That's right.
I mean, I've got 4 girls, grown girls. I've got 5 grandkids. I got a couple of great grandkids. And
they give you life, and you give it back.
I've tried to set an example.
Oh, yes.
For them. And that's what we talked about earlier about the artists of today.
Yes.
The artists of today, they got to realize they have a responsibility.
Right.
To the audience. They got a responsibility because these young people will look up to them. I mean, if they're getting on with stuff that ain't real, I mean, these young kids, they're impressionable, man.
I know. And they are connected to nonsense right now.
Yeah.
This is a question I have to ask you.
Yeah.
We both know the truth. We both know good music.
Right.
I grew up on great music. I come from the South where the blues and the old school music is the realest. I love music in general.
It was the roots.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I know. That's the sweet taste in my heart, right?
Yeah, I got you.
So what about the people that are trying to enter the industry right now that have the passion for the real stuff? I'm bringing the good stuff back, but it's so many rejections because that's not hot right now. Nobody wants to talk about love. We want to talk about the nonsense. That's not hot. How do you encourage that person?
Well, I tell you what's got to be. It's got to be doing what you're doing right now with the way radio is right now, where you own the time or whatever it is.
Yes.
The biggest thing about radio today is college radio, because college radio will give young people an opportunity.
That's true.
I mean, college radio will put things on that normal radio will not put on. Even satellite radio is full of baloney because it was good at the beginning, but now they're confined to what this is the playlist and this is what we play and this is what we don't play.
So corporate structured. What is that?
Well, you got to understand something. In the early days of radio, when I began on radio stations that were locally owned.
Right.
Okay,
that's
so
the
consequently,
difference.
right.
There you go.
Consequently, the owner said, look, we want to build a guy that's got a following. We're going to go out and sell this guy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go get local people to buy the show. That's all done today. And that's the sad thing. When there becomes control with corporate, man, you lose the bottom line.
You do. Oh, Jerry, I gotta go. We gotta go. You got stuff to do.
I gotta go with the show, with the hottest show on the radio. I got to make a move.
Yes.
I got to make a move. But listen, before we go,
yes,
for the folks out there,
you only rock once.
BarnesandNobles.com, Amazon.com.
Yes, you guys, please get this book. He's brought me the book. I'm so excited. Today, I must let you know that the segment was brought to you by the good folks in the Publicity and Advertising Division of American Advertising Services. For free, absolutely free advertising help, give the guys a call, 484-562-0060. Again, that's 484-562-0060. I'm Brittney O'Rourke. Thank you so much for listening to my show, you guys. It means the world to me. Jerry, thank you for being one of my guests. It means the world to me.
You're the best. You're the best. Don't let anybody stop you, kid. You're going all the way.
We love you, Philly. Good night.